Let's talk for a moment about something quietly revolutionary, something that flies in the face of so much we're told, and yet might just set us wonderfully free: the courage to be disliked. Think about it. From childhood onwards, so much energy goes into wanting to be liked, doesn't it? We're taught to share, to be polite, to fit in. It's a deeply ingrained human need: connection, belonging, the gentle nod of approval that tells us we're okay, we're accepted, we matter. And there's beauty in that, of course. But what happens when that desire to be liked, that quiet yearning for acceptance, starts to run the show? It can become a kind of gilded cage, can't it? We begin to tailor ourselves bit by bit to fit the shapes we think others want. We smooth down our sharp edges, quiet the parts of ourselves that might ruffle feathers, agree when we perhaps don't, all in the hopes of earning a smile, a word of praise, a place at the table. We start living life reflected in other people's eyes, constantly checking, calibrating, wondering, am I likable enough? And isn't that exhausting? And perhaps, if we're really honest, a little bit hollow? Because who are we truly underneath all those layers of carefully constructed likability? Are we still in there, vibrant and real, or have we slowly faded into a gentler, safer, but ultimately less authentic version of ourselves? Here's where the revolutionary thought comes in. Maybe, just maybe, the courage to be disliked is actually the courage to be you. Truly you, with all the glorious messiness, the quirky passions, the sometimes unpopular opinions, and the sheer beautiful individuality that makes you, well, you. It's not about being deliberately difficult, of course. It's not about being unkind or disrespectful. It's a far gentler, more internal shift than that. It's about releasing the frantic need to be universally adored. It's about understanding deep down that you are not responsible for other people's opinions of you. You are responsible for living authentically, for acting with kindness and integrity, for aligning your actions with your own inner compass, and letting the chips, as they say, fall where they may. When you loosen the grip of that need to be liked, something remarkable happens. You suddenly have room to breathe, to explore, to actually listen to that quiet voice within you, the one that's been gently nudging you in certain directions, but has been hushed for so long by the louder chorus of, "What will they think?" It frees you to say no without a novel-length explanation, to pursue paths that genuinely excite you even if they don't impress everyone, to hold opinions that are truly yours even if they're not always echoed back to you. It allows you to connect with people on a deeper level, a level of honest exchange and mutual respect, rather than a performance designed for approval. Now, let's be clear. Being disliked doesn't feel amazing. It can sting. It's human to want to be seen in a positive light, to feel a sense of connection. But there's a crucial distinction here. Being disliked doesn't mean you're wrong, or unworthy, or that you're unlovable. It simply means you're not everyone's cup of tea. And that, quite simply, is okay. It's even, dare we say, necessary. Think about it like this. A vibrant, flavorful spice might be adored by some and disliked by others. Does that make the spice any less inherently valuable? Not at all. It simply means its unique qualities resonate differently with different palates. You are no different. Your unique flavor, your specific blend of traits and passions, will naturally attract some and perhaps not others. The courage to be disliked is about accepting that reality, not with defiance, but with a quiet sense of self-acceptance and gentle understanding. It's about trusting your own worth, independent of external validation. It's about realizing that the deepest connections are rarely formed in the shallows of universal approval, but in the deeper waters of genuine, authentic exchange, where not everyone will follow, and that's perfectly all right. It takes a different kind of strength, doesn't it? Not the strength to bulldoze your way through the world, but the quiet strength to simply stand as you are, to offer your true self, and to trust that in being authentically you, you'll find your own true connections, and create ripples of genuine meaning that extend far beyond the fleeting echo of applause. And perhaps, in the quiet spaces where you've stopped trying to be liked, you'll finally hear the most important voice of all, your own.